Hi, I'm Georgina from the Digital Accountant, and coming up is a HubDoc demo to show you that automation can be achieved by using Xero and HubDoc together. Find out how to streamline your workflows and automatically extract the important information you need.
Hi, my name is Perry and I'm an education specialist here at Xero. Today, I'm going to take you through getting started with HubDoc and Xero. So what is HubDoc exactly? HubDoc is our data capture and management solution, meaning when you use HubDoc and Xero together, you can easily get your bills and receipts into Xero, automate data entry, and simplify the process for matching transactions with the bank feed. The result is less paper, less manual bookkeeping work, more accurate data, and a better view of your financials, plus the time you'll get back to spend on your business. HubDoc makes it easier to capture bills and receipts using any device, including your mobile, email, or scanner. Once uploaded, the key information is automatically extracted and ready to publish to Xero with the original bill or receipt attached. Think about never having to manually type things like the supplier name, date, VAT, and purchase total into Xero ever again. You can truly go paperless with your bills and receipts, securely stored in the cloud, searchable and easy to access from anywhere in the world. And there couldn't be a better moment to go paperless. Now, I'm sure you will all agree, we are in unprecedented times. COVID-19 is changing the way we live, socialize, and work. If you're a small business currently at home, take the chance to get organized and digitize your workflow. Take pictures of your receipts and upload them into HubDoc. This information can then be shared with your accountant or bookkeeper. Now, at a high level, when a transaction happens for your client's business, the source document is automatically fetched by HubDoc or uploaded by your client. From there, data is automatically extracted, the document is filed, and it's ready to be coded and posted over to Xero as a transaction. And that will also have a copy of the source document attached. It's then auto-matched to the appropriate statement line on the Xero bank feed to give you that true one-click reconciliation and audit-proofed books. So imagine showing up to reconcile your client's bank or your own bank and having 100% of transactions automatically matched. The reconcile screen flooded with green, and all you have to do is click OK. Now, our vision for data automation is a world where 100% of transactions are automatically created. This is not a someday maybe vision. It's a vision we are actively working towards and investing heavily in today. To summarize, with HubDoc, you'll be able to dramatically reduce the amount of time you spend on repetitive manual admin tasks and spend your time on something more valuable. Gain greater visibility with an accurate, near real-time view of your finances. You get more control so you can make more informed business decisions. And get the assurance that your business is compliant, your books are up to date, and your bills and expense receipts are securely and centrally stored. One less thing to worry about, giving greater peace of mind. And saving the best part till last. HubDoc is now included in starter, standard, and premium Xero plans. Meaning if you're on either of those plans, you'll be able to set up your HubDoc account from inside Xero today. So getting started with HubDoc couldn't be easier and can be done directly from within Xero. Start by logging in. Click your organization name in the top left-hand corner and select HubDoc in the drop-down. Then simply follow the steps to create a new HubDoc account using your Xero login credentials utilizing the newly released single sign-on. Now, how simple is that? So if you are using one of our business plans, why not set yourself up after we finish today's webinar? You don't need multiple logins, and you can now always access your HubDoc account from within Xero. So now that we understand HubDoc and how to get started, let's do a demo and show you how to use it. So I'm currently logged into Xero into one of my clients. Now, to set them up with a HubDoc account that I can access and I could actually invite them into, I would just click on the organization name where we can see HubDoc. I would then be taken to a window where I can just follow a few simple steps and connect the organization. Now, I've already connected this account, so it actually takes me to log in to HubDoc. Now, one of the new releases that is only 6 days old is the ability, rather than entering an email and password, to actually sign in with Xero. So using your Xero credentials to sign you into HubDoc. Now, if you are an accountant or bookkeeper, you'll be taken to a screen like mine, which is an overview of your clients, how many documents that need reviewing, their role and staff members, and giving you that bird's eye view of all of your clients' data and where they stand. You could go ahead and add a new organization in HubDoc here, but it's probably best to do that from within Xero. And if you do work in a practice that has multiple staff members, you can actually manage them from the Manage Practice Users button. If you're a small business owner, when you log into HubDoc, you will land here, which is your HubDoc account. Now, at its core, HubDoc is a document management and filing solution. That means when documents are uploaded or fetched, they will appear on the left-hand side, neatly organized and easy to filter and search through. So let's start there. Let's start with getting data into HubDoc to then be later pushed into Xero. Now, there are multiple ways to add certain documents within your account, but my favorite is the function called auto fetch. Now, auto fetch is where you add accounts such as suppliers that you use for your business or your clients use. Things like Screwfix, giffgaff, BT, Sky, Travis Perkins, and so on. Any account that you have open with that supplier. You would then select the supplier in question. So I can go for BT. You will log in using your account information before adding the account. And HubDoc is going to connect to, in this case, BT. Now, if I just move that across, you can see that HubDoc is automatically fetching all of the documents stored in my BT account. Now, this is an insane way to work because without relying on that client to accountant relationship and communication, simply logging into your online account with your suppliers fetches the documents for you. Now, there is a full list of suppliers that you can look at to see what is available. And then once connected, that will continue to pull in any new bill that happens within that account. So the next time I receive an invoice from BT, that will automatically display within my HubDoc account. Now, there's a few cool features that you can utilize from within HubDoc to actually save you time when it comes to posting over to Xero. Yes, the information is automatically extracted, but you may want to code this a certain way. So from within HubDoc, I can actually click on the account that I have just set up, so BT, and I can decide to configure rules for Xero. That then allows me to decide how I want to push this information into the Xero account. So I'm going to add it as a purchase. I'm going to have the tax rate for demonstration purposes at 20%. I actually want it to publish the document and post the journals for me rather than me having to look at it and do it later. So I'd pick awaiting payment. And then you'll see a list of the account codes that are being pulled directly from my Xero organization. So it shows that close integration between Xero and HubDoc, meaning that all of the information you've already done, all of those chart of account codes you have added are just listed below. So in this case, we have BT. So I'm going to go down. We'd have something set up for this, such as, I don't know, internet and telephone would be a great one. But as you can see, there is a fairly large list here. So in this case, just for today's demonstration, telephone and internet. We then have the option to choose a contact name. And if one doesn't exist, we can actually click a new contact. That will go ahead and utilize the information you add here to actually create a contact within the Xero organization. So one doesn't have to be set up already. I can just go ahead, select in this case BT, or I could have created a new contact. We then have the option to utilize the tracking categories if they are set up in your account, allowing you to truly departmentalize these expenses into different divisions or cost centers within the business. For now, I'm actually going to leave them as they are, and I'm just going to put the description of BT. That will then pull through to the purchase bills. Now, just at the top here, you'll see we also have the option to auto sync. Now, this to me is something that I would recommend turning on. What this means is that HubDoc will automatically fetch the bill for you. Because we have configured the rules for Xero, it will automatically code it up. And now, because we have told HubDoc to auto sync the information with Xero, it will automatically post the information into the Xero account. So if you look at that workflow, everything is automated, from capturing the data to extracting it and posting it in to be reconciled. So this is a great way to work when you know how you want to code transactions up without necessarily looking at the transaction itself. I'm happy to save that, and then that has been tagged up against that supplier. So the next time that bill is fetched, it will be coded up and ready to go. Now, automatic fetching is not the only way to get information into Xero. You'll see at the top, next to the option to add an account, we can actually upload documents. Now, one thing I want to pull out here is the HubDoc application. This is free to download from both the App Store and Google Play, enabling you as an accountant or business owner to take HubDoc with you wherever you are. Now, as you can clearly see from the picture, that would allow you to simply snap a photo of a receipt, have that information stored in HubDoc, extracted, and pushed into Xero. Again, seamless workflows between the two platforms, allowing you to truly automate your workflows and potentially become a paperless business or practice. I would recommend downloading the app. If you are going to start using HubDoc today, why not fully immerse yourself in the offering that is available? You also have the option to submit via email. Each and every one of you can set up your own unique email account in which you'll be able to forward any purchase invoices into your HubDoc account to again be automatically extracted and pushed into Xero. This is customizable, so it can suit the look of your business. In this case, we have Hornblower. And if you really want to go the step above, you could even think about setting up an auto forward from your service provider for your emails. What I mean by that is, instead of just receiving an invoice from a supplier and then manually forwarding that into HubDoc, you could actually set up a process where as soon as that purchase or the purchase invoice is received, it is automatically pushed into HubDoc for you. And then if you remember, we have that auto sync feature, which can then automatically push it into Xero. I do know a few businesses that actually send this email address to their suppliers, cutting out the middleman, saying, whenever you send me your invoice, can you please send it to this email address and copy in this email address? Meaning you get a copy as a business owner or accountant, and then HubDoc automatically shows it within the account. Now, for any accountants online, this is also a great way to work with your clients. It's common practice for us as accountants to receive last-minute bills from our clients via email. So by having this email address stored, you can easily forward them onto HubDoc, again, helping save you time. Now, the last way is to simply upload files. Now, as you know, you can scan documents in and then simply drop the PDF that's created directly into HubDoc to be extracted. There's two ways this works. If the documents you have, whether they're individual PDFs, images, JPEGs, for example, if they are individual, you can just drag and drop those files into the standard document upload section. If your scanner has in fact made a very large PDF, one page for each purchase, let's say, you can use the multi-page PDF split, which allows you to drop in one large PDF and have all of the individual bills be extracted and separated for you. Now, if I just close that down, let's revisit what we currently have. Now, on the left-hand side, you can see we have 14 documents. They have been broken down into bills and statements, again, neatly organized into their own folders, so one for each supplier. We have BT here. We could then have Vodafone, Travis Perkins, and so on. And then we have our manual uploads. Again, neatly organized. We have the copycat PDF we uploaded and the post office receipt. So if you are the type of business that does manually record their transactions, makes new folders and organizes it, think about the time that could be saved by automating that process with HubDoc. And if you are the type of business or practice that does struggle with organization, HubDoc will help you with that. So now that we understand how documents come in, let's have a little look at the documents themselves. So we can see here we have a full list of everything. I can just scroll down and you'll see we have a whole host of BT transactions. And if I actually just open one, you'll see we have that source document. We have the original document that occurred, in this case, the BT purchase invoice. If I was coding this up for the first time, I can actually use this source document to help me code the transaction for Xero. In fact, if I open up this panel on the right-hand side, you'll see we're able to post to Xero and change the treatment that we do it in. Now, as soon as this BT document hit the HubDoc account, the automatic extraction feature kicked in. It was able to pull out the supplier, the transaction date, the total amount, tax rates, and so on. So all of that information has been automatically pulled out of this PDF. And then what we'd done earlier was actually tell HubDoc how to code this for Xero. That was, it's a purchase transaction. It's going to have a status of awaiting payment or published. The contact is BT and it's coded to account code 489 for telephone and internet. So what I could actually do in this case is click publish. That would then take the document, create a transaction, and publish it into Xero. You can see the status has changed to published, and I could then move on to the next one in this case. If I was happy with the coding, I could in fact publish them all in one go. So that is the automatic fetching. Now moving on, every time a new BT account or BT purchase invoice, should I say, come into HubDoc, because of the save configuration and auto sync settings we turned on, that would automatically push into Xero. If we just jump up to the two that we drag and dropped directly from my dashboard, so that is the post office and copycat, I can see the information that's directly on the source document. I can see the extraction that's taken place. So the supplier has been created, the invoice number has been pulled out, and the dates along with the value. If I go down to configure this with Xero, the configuration has been saved. It's going in as a purchase, awaiting payment. We can see so copycat does not exist as a contact, as we can see here. So if I just create a new contact record, that has been created in Xero. That's how good it is and how streamlined it is working with your Xero account. Printing and stationery is perfect, and office expenses is spot on. I can actually go ahead, publish this to Xero, and as you can see, the state is currently publishing and it has pushed it in to the organization. The last one we have here is the post office. Again, the data has been extracted, the supplier has been pulled out, the date, the value, and the VAT. If I just go to configure this, we have purchase, we have the status of draft, which I'm going to change to awaiting payment. Let's see if we have a contact for post office, which we don't. So with this deep integration, I can create one. There we go. The account code, let's go for postage, and I'm not going to track it off. So postage and post office before I can go ahead and publish that to Xero. That will then publish. You can see it is currently in a process of publishing, and now it has moved across. I can then go ahead and close that down. I can see exactly what has happened with the list of documents we've uploaded. I can see if anything is processing, if anything failed, let's say, or if I've got anything to review. So again, we break down your documents to make them easier to manage and allow you to truly understand what is left to do and what you need to move across. Now, there's a whole host of other things you can do within HubDoc. Let's say you are a business owner or an accountant and you want to invite people in. If I just jump to my account settings, you'll see we have a users section, which allows me to invite a user. That could be the business owner or another member of staff. And then I could manage their user access, giving them the option between upload only, standard, or the accountant and bookkeeper role. Now you can see the user permissions down the bottom. And when I select or change the user account, you can see the level of access they get. So awesome segmentation of user access and rights there for you guys to utilize within the business. So now that we have uploaded all of these documents, we've had them automatically extracted, and we've pushed them to Xero, let's have a look at what happens next. So if I just jump in to Xero again, and I go to my bank account, fingers crossed, as you can see here, we now have a completely green screen. And what I mean by that is that because HubDoc has uploaded the documents and created the transaction for us, there is nothing less for us to do. Now, to show you what's happened, let's open a couple of these. So if I just click Find and Match, and I open this in a new tab at the top, you can see that copycat PDF that we just had in HubDoc is now in Xero. It's coded the way we wanted it to be. And the best part is that PDF is now in the Xero organization, meaning I have the source document stored in 2 locations, giving me peace of mind that nothing's going to happen to the source document if I do, in fact, bin the paper. And it is available, as you can see down the bottom, for me to download. Now, the attachment was uploaded 3 minutes ago, as you can see, because we've just done it. And the transaction is showing within the bank. All I need to do is one click, OK, and that is reconciled. The same goes for the second post office receipt that we just dragged and dropped. We can have a look at that in a new tab. You'll see the transaction is created, and I've got a link to HubDoc. We have it attached just 3 minutes ago, and we have the JPEG sitting attached to the documents. Just down the bottom, we have a full audit trail letting you know that that transaction has in fact come from HubDoc via the API into the Xero account. And don't forget, we also created contacts at the same time. So all you're left to do, either as a business owner or accountant, is simply come to the bank account for HubDoc, click OK, and congratulations, great job, that bank has been fully reconciled. It means keeping on top of the transactional data, especially purchases which are normally left to the end of the quarter for VAT registered businesses, isn't a burden anymore, giving you up-to-date financial data, contextual reports, meaning you can make informed decisions. And now is the best time to understand where you sit as a business. With COVID-19, as I said, very prevalent in the entire world, seeing how you can manage as a business owner and how long you can last is key. Now, if you're interested in learning more about HubDoc, HubDoc support and educational resources are also available in Xero Central, making it easy to access all the information you need to get up and running with HubDoc.
Thank you, Perry, and thank you for watching our HubDoc demo video. We hope you found it helpful. For more information, visit our website, thedigitalaccountant.co.